For many of us, I know that decorating for the holidays can feel like a very daunting and expensive task. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys several different ways to get that kind of high-end look, but on a thrift store budget. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. One ornament style that I never pass up on are the clear plastic ornaments. Now you can find these at the Dollar Tree, but I find that when I find them brand new at the Goodwill bins specifically, I can get a lot more bang for my buck because they're only like 10 cents a piece. This year I found these really beautiful little mini pine cone stems. Now I don't have enough here to make a really full arrangement, but what these are perfect for are filling these clear ornaments. So simply just removing that cap piece, and I just like to put the ornament in something that can kind of keep it nice and sturdy, and I'm just going to fill these with little stems that I've found at the Goodwill bins, doing a combination of the pine cones with this frosted greenery here. So if you're paying attention to the color that the caps are at high-end stores, generally speaking, they're almost never silver. They're almost always like a champagne bronze or a brushed brass or an aged brass. So those are some really easy adjustments that you can make to give it a more high-end look. I just did so using spray paint that I already had, and then to top it off, again, they're not using the little green plastic or metal hooks. They're going to use something a little bit more luxe, expensive. So anytime I find little velvet ribbon at the bins, anytime I find just really any great quality ribbon, I'm going to get it because you just need a little bit for projects like these, and they give it just such an elevated look in the end. Another thing to consider when we're talking about maybe more like our specialty ornaments, like those one-of-a-kind pieces, don't forget about your ability to kind of repurpose something that is maybe Christmas specific. So this is a stocking holder. I paid about $2 for it after my discount, and I just removed that base piece here. Now I can use this stocking holder still, I just need to clean it up a bit. And now this little box here can function like an ornament can. And that is just one of many ways that you can just split something apart and give it a whole new purpose. Another example is I found this, I think it's just like a Pier 1 potpourri mix. You'll see these all the time at Pottery Barn, and you can definitely use it as that. Or you can, again, just take it, split it apart, take out the pieces maybe that you're not interested in keeping. But for example, there were 4 of these little brass pomegranates in there. Hang them with some beautiful velvet ribbon, like I'm showing here from Zara Home, or just display them in a bowl as kind of like a decorative accent like McGee & Co. shared last year. Also in here were a bunch of these little glitter pine cones, and Pottery Barn has carried these for the past several years. And this is a really easy thing to turn into an ornament. I grabbed some twine and I made a little hook for the top, grabbed some burlap ribbon. Now their bow in the Pottery Barn version was definitely oversized. So that's why I was just trying to stick to what I was seeing at Pottery Barn. But if you want something a little bit more scale appropriate, just size down on your bow. But you can make several of these for just a few dollars by shopping secondhand. Another thing you can separate are these kind of add-ons to wreaths. If you just like the bow or you just want the acorn part of it, I just simply split it apart, spray painted it, gave it that kind of aged brass look. And now for under $3, I have 2 kind of substantial metal ornaments, which are great from like a safety perspective, but something similar at McGee & Co. for just these 2 ornaments would be over $30. So a really great way to save and just kind of customize things that you might find at your thrift stores. Now, I'm not saying that if you find a big bag of broken glass ornaments that you should try to repair it. Absolutely not. Save your time there. But if you find something that is Christmas specific and there's just kind of like one thing wrong with it, don't be afraid to just do a little repair here. There was just one glass piece broken off, just simply attached it with some glass specific glue, added some twine to the top. An ornament like this from Pottery Barn can cost upwards around $10, $15. So the fact that this was just $0.49, I think is a pretty fair price point. Similarly with these little ornaments here, I find big bags of just kind of these one-off ornaments. If you're going for a specific theme, so for my daughter's room, she wanted it to be more of like a gingerbread theme. So one little thing was broken off. Again, we're just going to take some adhesive to repair it, not hot glue. We're going to use either super glue gel or E6000, and we're just going to simply attach the piece back together, add some clear fishing line, and there you have an ornament very similar to this from Pottery Barn, costs almost $13. So the fact that this was just a few cents is a major savings. But you can also find ornaments that do not need any repairs or DIYs. For example, I found these disco ball ornaments that I plan on gifting. My son's theme for his little tree in his room is going to be kind of like woodland themed. So anytime I find any of these little ornaments here, also great from a safety perspective. If you have small kids, this is a really great theme to go with because it can't hurt anybody, but something similar at Pottery Barn can be incredibly expensive. I was able to find about 6 of these animal ornaments for just a few dollars. We are able to kind of check that box without breaking the bank by shopping secondhand. Other areas worth checking are your mugs. You can find, again, really cool and unique mugs. Now this mug, I would never really drink something out of it because I need a lot more coffee than what's able to be in this little cup. But for my daughter's room, perfect ornament. Add some pretty ribbon. I even think we might use that white foam that I shared with you guys last week. Add some little snow in there, maybe a candy cane. Very cute little ornament, but cost almost nothing. Now let's talk about some of our bigger pieces. So when I was at the Goodwill bins, I found both of these Mercury trees on separate days, but one of the trees had already had the bottom taken out, which was perfect. I could, put the lights in there. Then when I went to go flip over the bigger one that I just most recently found, it had this like bottom piece. So I had to very carefully figure out a way to remove it because it was glass. So I just took a flathead and just very gently kind of pried it apart so I could then put my lights inside. I prefer doing these because I have a remote, so if these are up on like a top shelf, I don't have to keep turning them on and off. It just makes it a lot more convenient. But these light up trees from West Elm, from Pottery Barn, can be super expensive. So the fact that this was just a few dollars, again, a major savings by shopping secondhand. But if you're not having luck at the thrift store and you're not finding Mercury trees like I found, which I will say finding 2 of these that are the exact same style and different sizes was definitely a rare find. But one thing I find very often are these kind of globe-like shades. And you'll see these spheres on a lot of high-end sites that light up, especially for the holiday months. And they're really expensive. So one thing you can do is just kind of grab a bottom. I just use the bottom of the bigger size mason jar caps. Fill these with just lights and keep it simple, or add gold leaf and Mod Podge to the inside, or add some snow to the bottom to cover the battery pack and maybe some little trees. So many different options here that can really give you that luxe elevated look this holiday season, but on a budget. Moving along now into wall decor. So one thing I personally like to do, rather than buy a specific piece of wall decor, I like to just buy a frame with a mat, because then that way I can switch out my artwork as I need to, and you can use these even after the holidays. So from Pottery Barn, I find all of these gallery frames. Either there's just single or doubles or even triples, or I'll show you later where it's like a 16 photo frame. So for this one, I'm going with just kind of a more neutral look here. Just grabbed some prints off of Etsy. I just did a little sled picture as well as a deer photo, and we're just going to add these in. Sets of these, even from Target, can cost at least $20. So if you can get the look for a few dollars, I always recommend doing so. One thing you guys often ask about is styling family photos, how to incorporate them with all of your other decorations, especially for like your shelves and your walls. And I think the biggest thing for me, if you just want something that is going to stand the test of time, kind of less is more. And just this really minimal Pottery Barn frame really does just that. You're not having to put a bunch of holes in your wall, but you're able to pack a ton of pictures in a really just chic, minimal way. Now, a frame like this from Pottery Barn is going to be well over $100, if not $200. So the fact that this was just $4 is a major savings. Headed over to Walgreens, and I just printed out several photos from our family over the last several years. Again, because I like to keep things pretty neutral, I chose to just keep it all black and white. But if you have a color palette that allows for a lot more color, do that instead. Just simply reattached everything together. Now, to give it a more festive touch, one thing that I've seen people do is wrap bows around their picture frames, or I've seen people just hang like bells in the middle with some greenery. And I like the way both of those things look. So I'm just gonna do a really simple little minimal bow here. And now, of course, when Christmas is over, I just remove the bow and then it's just kind of a staple piece of home decor. But it's a really simple and affordable way to kind of elevate your space for the holiday season. One piece that I really loved from Pottery Barn this year was this new bell curtain wall art piece. I love using bells for the holidays, and I think that there's so many different ways you can use them. So for this year, I bought 2 of these packs, and they were, I think, about $12 to $15 per pack, and I bought 2 of them. Now, do keep in mind the Pottery Barn version has about like 80 bells and mine only has 40. So it's about half of the size, but it works better for my space anyhow. And this is really customizable. If you have a specific wall that you want to use this for, like I did, you can really just tailor it exactly to what you need. Grabbed a dowel from my stash and then just cut it down. I'm just going to stain it using this coffee gel stain here with a little brush, just wiping off the excess then with a paper towel. Then I grabbed my twine and I just tied knots on either end, so then that way I could kind of attach all of the bells. I found that it was easier to do this if it was hung up already, and then I just taped the sides so they wouldn't kind of sway back and forth while I was adding more weight to each side. I cut 5 pieces of twine down, tied knots at the top, and then just kind of tried to tie them evenly all the way down. I secured each piece of twine with a small dab of super glue gel just so the knots would stay in place, but for under $30, I think I get an overall similar look, but on a budget. And last but not least, from the thrift store, one thing I always recommend checking, not just garlands, but also for wreaths and ribbon, because you can find really beautiful things for at least 1/4 of the price, if not more. Truly, I've seen every different type of wreath by thrifting, and it's down to, you know, your typical eucalyptus wreaths, also these kind of ornament wreaths, lots of different options that, depending on your style, I think eventually if you go even just once a week, you'll come across something that you can either just make a couple modifications to or just leave as is. For example, I found this wreath here that was brand new with tags for under $4 because I had a coupon, and I'm going to gift this one to my mom for her front door this year. It goes with her theme very well, and it was so cost effective because I shopped it secondhand. And with all that being said, that really wraps it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you guys some different ideas to try to look at the thrift store with a new, fresh set of eyes, to really think about ways that you can reuse and repurpose things that A, you might already have, or B, you can probably find at your thrift store. With all that being said, I hope that everybody is having an amazing start to their holiday season, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Bye for now.